Hey there, Crafty Pals, Louise here. This layout is a 12 by 12 share and it's 3 old, 3 new series again. So I'm still calling these, simple stories new because I've used them a couple of times, but they're still new to me. They're relatively recent. I've also got a Charms Creation, which is new, and this solid gold background pattern paper, which I just love. I think the pieces in it are amazing. Now, from my old, this is my counterfeit kit for April, and I didn't get as many layouts done out of it as I would like, so I'm considering it old because it was all made from stash. It's fresh on my desk, and so I am going to roll with it. It's sitting right there. Let's go ahead and team it up with some new products in order to get its stash busted. All right, so recently had a really nice day out with some friends and snapped a quick little picky. So of course that's going to feature in today's layout. I'm building a cluster in my background behind my photo just to, have something to work with. This layout, I definitely went into it completely blind. I had no thought process. I didn't, think I would make a mixed media background like I ended up with. It was, it's kind of just winging it. Absolutely just taking it as it comes and sitting down and enjoying some scrappy time without the pressure of, having to create. It's really just about the enjoyment factor. Now, sometimes if I have picked something from the 3 old stash, I have been known to forget it, and so sometimes like the Charms Creation, I want to make sure that I get it onto the layout and, have a place for it. Otherwise, it may get forgotten. And so with all the stash papers that I have in my counterfeit kit, I'm just going to go ahead and bust some of those. So I'm going to tuck little pieces in behind my layers and just try to incorporate some different elements so that, the stash busting feels good, but, using building and creating. Sorry, I'm having a complete mind blank. Building and creating is the important part. Now, how amazing is this layer, like the gold, the patterned paper pack that I found at Spotlight. I love these patterns. I love gold. I'm a sucker for gold. It works for everything. And teaming it with this particular layout that's got some like pinkle tones and the Charms Creation, it's just looks amazing in the background. I really just love this pattern paper. And, inspired by Tina Steinborner, and she makes the most amazing mixed media backgrounds. I just watch her videos. I just look at her layouts all the time and see how great she creates, and decided that I was going to try and create a bit of a mixed media background. Not full mixed media. I don't want to go too intense with it, but it's, I'm going to have a go. It's been a while since I've done anything like this, but we're going to do the packaging technique where you spread your medium onto your packaging. So it's just your ordinary old empty packaging that your products come in, and you can spritz it with water to get as much or as little pigment of the color as you so desire. So once you have chosen your medium of choice, then you go ahead and you turn the packaging over and you smush it, very technical term, smushing, smush it into your white background. Now, sometimes if you want the color to move, you should pre-gesso your background, but I'm pretty happy if my color just sits on top of the pattern paper and on the white paper and just soaks in a little bit. So I'm not going to pre-gesso. Now, my color of choice is my medium of choice is going to be sprays, and I'm going to pull out my little color swatch and choose just some really soft pinks, and of course gold, because I felt like I had the gold in the background, so I'm going to go with gold, and we're going to keep it super simple. We're just going to add the mediums to my paint palette first, rather than, well, actually it was because the spray wasn't working, so I couldn't spray it onto my packaging. Yeah, so making it into this little palette and then just using a paintbrush to move it onto the packaging. And my water is really dirty, so please don't judge me. It does have a little bit of a teal tint to it, and my pink does go a bit purple because of the teal inclusion, but I'm just going to roll with it. I'm not too fussed. It's all about just building this into layers of colour until you're quite happy with it. And for some reason, my packaging, it was really liney, like it wasn't, I probably needed more water or more medium. I think my packaging or my product was quite dry, so I should have added more water and really made it quite runny. But I do like how this gold has that little bit of a shimmer to it, and all this is just a little bit of color that you want to poke out behind your clustering and elements. And then I decide, I want to just blend this a little bit more. So I'm going to take a floral stamp and I'm going to paint some of that medium onto the floral stamp, and then I'm going to stamp that around. I was only going to do a couple, but then I decided I was going to do more. And then I decided I was going to completely cover the background of the splatter and put more florals over the top. So this is how, your layout just develops and evolves. And, there's no right or wrong. Maybe you like this technique. Maybe you look at this layout and go, sorry, it's not for me. I'm not a huge fan. So that's absolutely your choice. But, having fun and playing with the scrapping and using the products you have available to you and learning different techniques and spreading medium around and having fun. So, this for me was quite therapeutic. I don't necessarily love the page, but I love the memory and I enjoyed the process of creating it. So once that's all dried naturally, you can see in the color there's that little bit of shimmer to the gold and comes together beautifully, sticking everything down and making sure that it's all adhered. And we're all finished, so that's where I'm going to leave you today. Of course, I'm going to journal, but this one's all done. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.